Yo guys, what's good? This is a trading analysis for the week, and this week is going a bit rough once again. I missed a really good opportunity on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I just want to reflect over it and improve. And it feels like I am getting better because I'm doing more work, more deep work. And yeah, guys, I just want to explain everything. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going to stop till I get to the top. You know how it is. And let's get into this video. Okay, starting with Monday here on Euro USD. The reason why I took this buy is because price did something very similar that it usually does on GU that it did on EU, right? Price came down above, right? Came back down, bounced off this monthly open price, came back down again to the same monthly open price, grabbed the liquidity, and I was expecting price to continue pushing up just because of the form of it, the bias, and everything around that. So I was like, perfect, I'm gonna take a buy here, stop loss just below here, just because that's where it's an alright area to put a stop loss. I could have possibly put it lower, but that's just where I put it. So from this, guys, price came down. It just kept tripling down, and you can clearly see as soon as price hit the monthly open price, the daily open price, the weekly open price, and the monthly open price, plus all the liquidity, price started to bounce up. So in this case, guys, I could have had a way better area just to take a buy from, which would have led me to break even. Although I actually went to sleep at 10. So I let this trade run, and I was just expecting price to either win, or well, I was expecting price to either continue going up or just to come back down and hit my stop loss. And as you can see, price hit my stop loss. The reason why I can see it is because it was still actually in the range phase. I thought price break out and was just retesting the area, which would make way more sense for why price bounced off here. Although you can clearly see price just came back down, bounced off here, news kind of pushed up first and then came back down and it hit my stop loss. What I could have done better is really just to not do necessarily all GU moves on EU, as I haven't necessarily dissected EU as much as I have with GU. So that's really just a lesson to learn, and just to probably stay up longer, because if I was up longer, I probably wouldn't have lost anything because I would have either been more patient. No, I wouldn't have been more patient. That's a lie. I would not have been more patient in this situation. It's just that I would have lost either way, but just to learn from this, it's just have a bigger stop loss and stay up longer, or just have an alert when price hits my 50% retracement so I can bring this to break even. So yeah, guys, that one was just an unlucky one, but remember, it was only half the amount that I risked on this because it was Monday and Friday I risked half. As for GU, I'm pretty sure I did not trade Tuesday. No, I did. So I traded Tuesday. You can clearly see what happened Tuesday. This was a really good buy. Unfortunately, I did not get this buy. This was a forward test because this happened before 6 p.m. And before 6 p.m., I don't really trade before 6 p.m. Maybe 5:55 p.m., but not 5:40. And this move happened at 5:40. I was on the charts at 5:30. I saw this happening. It would make complete sense for price to push up here, but I expected price to come down lower and grab this extra liquidity before pushing up. So, yeah. This happened and I kind of missed out on this whole 1 to 6 move. It is unfortunate. Definitely could have made this, but it's just unfortunate, guys. You know, it's just lessons to learn. And from this lesson, I just need to remember that if price is in a good area, lining up with a good bias, then take a trade earlier, because this was still valid. Everything here was valid. It made complete sense. As for the next day, I'm pretty sure, did I take a sell here? I think I did take a sell here. I did take a sell here. I took a sell here due to the fact that I was thinking price was still in the range, right? I thought price just came up here and it grabbed the liquidity. That's why I had my stop loss in this zone area. I know there's a lot of purple lines and blue lines, but let's just say purple and blue lines are higher time frame liquidities, and that's what price did. So I was expecting price to come back down, push back down all the way to the bottom to grab this bottom liquidity as it left behind, which I'll quickly label this bottom liquidity. As of what really happened is price just disrespected it and broke out of the range. So you can clearly see prices break out of the range it was just in. If I zoom out, it was in a little bit of a range after coming from a downtrend, and now it just pushed up and it's continuing to go up. So from this area, we're coming to Thursday now, right? Thursday, we see clearly here, price decided to come down below, came up. This is the exact move that happened on Monday. It was just looking better because it was an uptrend bias, all those new things. And I was like, perfect, I'm just going to take a buy here. Let's see what happens. So I took a buy here. Price came all the way up to the top here, grabbed the top liquidity. And once price grabbed top liquidity, I brought my shit to break even because I didn't expect price to come back down. Never did. It would continue to go down lower. So what really happened is that price just came back down, hit my stop loss, kind of stagnant a bit at daily open. and this is essentially where price started to push up once more, right? And what I could have done in this situation is possibly stayed up, but even that I wouldn't. I could have probably had my stop loss just below liquidity area so that price had a bit more room to move, and if price hit my stop loss, I would have gone out for a little bit of a loss and I would have still been in this trade. But you know, guys, you don't always win some. So from this trade, guys, what I can learn from taking buys on the daily open: do not put your stop loss at break even. So that's something I learned, guys, and that's really what's been happening. And let's go to Friday. Okay, guys, Friday, this is what happened. It looks pretty nice. Instead, what really happened is I made little profits, and I'll explain why. So the reason why I took a buy right here, guys, is because price has been doing the same thing for the past few days, where it came down below, it came back up, retested the daily open, and bounced off it again to come back again to grab more liquidity and retest the daily open. And during this time, guys, it was around 5:30, which, you know, I've started to realize it's like a pattern that Friday does, where it happens a bit earlier to take trades. Unfortunately, I had to realize this on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, where it did the same thing. And so, yeah, I kind of capitalized on this opportunity, took in a trade, and my trade, if I was to hold this to the very end, guys, I would have had over a 1 to 4. Unfortunately, when price is actually pushing up, I put my profit stop right here. So when news came, price shot down straight instantly and then came back up and continued. So for the lesson, for the overall lesson, before I dive into the explanation, is to just have no stop loss. Because if I had no stop loss, or if I just had my stop loss at 10 pips where it usually was, just below daily open, I would have still been in this trade, and I should have just risked it fully instead of trying to grab little bits of profits when NFP was coming. Because this is NFP, guys, and I got the right way. Just price wanted to grab a bit more liquidity before pushing up. So from the very start, guys, this blue line is the daily open. When price goes down at the start of the daily open and pushes back up, and then comes to retest it while not pushing back lower and pushing up the opposite way, which it did today, it's a good sign for looking for buys, as you know, the timing comes into play with this, and just all those sorts of confluences come into play to take a buy as price is looking to retest the daily open before pushing up, which, like I said before, is the blue area. What made this trade more convincing was that it also took a lot of liquidity. I'm not too sure there was a daily open here, but it was also really good timing, like really good timing in this area. And yeah, you can clearly see from here, price just shot up there. It was a pretty good trade, didn't even come back down to grab most of the liquidity, which I'm pretty sure that's what news did, and it just continued pushing and pushing up, especially in New York. New York had a bit of, you know, troubles, but you know, you can clearly see I got the right direction, got the right bias. As price previously broke out of the range, it was sort of in an uptrend for the next 2 days. And yeah, guys, so overall today was just a lot of missed opportunities, but it was also a lot of lessons to be learned so that I can apply this for the next week. So am I really mad right now? Not really, you know. That's all I can say, guys. Hope you'll enjoy, hope you'll like and subscribe, and I'll probably catch you all on Monday tomorrow for the next trade. Peace.